together in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, hut, and read. Check. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Ricky. Showing up.
On second down, Michel. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right. Topper. Hey, let's get this. Check. Fresno. Bravo. Yo. Big grip.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
46-yard line.
Shoot.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set up. 10-2 stop. 54. Watch the slant. Recon, 132 fighter. Tight dog.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They're going to pick up there at 22. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Here we go.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 44, Mike, 44. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and
Ready.
at the 49.
Mike, my board. I'm coming.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He needed 2, and he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Deep river.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. This will be caught by Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, If there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that's what didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Fielded about a yard deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I know you felt that one. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Minshew. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tackles. 44. Echo.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Stay with your man.
Shut up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Let's go. Travel.
SOS.
36. Orbit.
2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch this.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, baby.
Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Minshew. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Let it go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Got it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Minshew. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Michel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Second and 5.
Go!
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
We own it. We own them.
First down, here's White. White's got a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they will run it with Michel. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Check 9, check 9.
Second and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on third and goal from the 1.
No, off.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Get it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Let's go, D.
And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get him, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened
that factored in. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Switch. Check your hot read.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of their good position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw it. Minshew goes underneath O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Taking about the 16. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Michelle, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
30 base.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
60 outlaw.
Good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No chance. Go. Deep rip.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Interception all day, baby.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for